How to change theme locales in StoreConnect. Alright, on my StoreConnect store here, you'll see it's built up of text and buttons and product cards, and most of these values here can be easily changed from the back end. However, there's certain pieces of text on your store which are part of the theme and cannot normally be changed by, for example, changing this product record. Things such as the pickup available text here, or even the buy it now text on the button. Another example would be the login and cart text in the header. These pieces of text are all being derived from the theme which your store is using. So in order to change this text, whether it be to a different language or simply just change it slightly to better suit your store, here's how to do that. In the back end of StoreConnect, find your store record and first of all ensure that your theme is applied to the store, or if there is none, then create a new one. And then opening up this theme, you'll find a section called Theme Locales. Locales are all to do with translations of the text in your theme. And again, this can be any kind of translation, not necessarily to a different language, but just changing the default store text in any way you want. So if I open this up now, if you have a theme locale already created, you can use that. Otherwise, click New and create a new theme locale. Give it a name. I'll call it English here for simplicity, but it can be anything that you want. For example, if you're setting up a translation which will adjust the wording slightly for a B2B environment, then you could call it B2B. Set it to be active. Default means that this will be the default translation for this theme, which means that if the store does not have any locale set, then it will use this locale. Later in your store record, you can use the locale section down here to choose which locale applies to your theme. Or if no locale is selected, then it will use the default locale you selected. Or if there is no default locale, then it will simply revert to StoreConnect's base theme locale. Once this is done, click Save. And now I've created the new theme locale, however it's empty. So if we go to the Related tab now, we can add individual new translations for this theme. So if I click New, I first need to reference the key, being what part of the website it's affecting, and then the new name value that we're going to give it. So the easy way to find out the key that you need is go to the StoreConnect's base theme in the GitHub repository. Once here, open up Translations, and then here I'll open up the English default translation. And here it features all the different keys for this theme. And on the right side, you can see the value or the name that it's given. So the simple way to do this is I can look at my site, find a piece of text that I want to alter, such as this buy it now, and then using the search field here, I'll simply search for this exact wording. So it appears here, and next to it is the key that it references. So I can simply copy this key, enter it into here, and then type a new value to override the existing value. So I can enter that, click Save. That's now been applied. I'll return to my site, refresh the page, and there we have it. It's now changed the button text. And the same applies for any other piece of default text on your StoreConnect store. You simply search for it and then override the key with your new text. Another example, the login text up here. I can search login. In this case, there is more than one key which features this login text. So you will need to take a closer look to see exactly what page or what part of the store it's referencing and then enter the correct key to replace the correct value. So here I have the header key. So I'll copy that, return to my locale translations, click New, enter the key here, and my new value. Save that, refresh the page, and fantastic. That's now changed as well. And that's the basics of changing theme locales in StoreConnect.